All right. Not much has changed overnight. Adam Mancini has reiterated that on ES, our support is 4123. We have to, this is actually really important based on his tweet, we have to hold 4123. If we drop here, then we're back down to 4105 again. If 4105 fails, then we drop down to 4090. And of course, if that fails, then we'll retest the bottom of the bull flag, which I'm guessing my bull flag is the same as his. I don't know. He also said in the tweet that we didn't make it past, I think, 4151, which is where we have um, the top of the bull flag. But technically, that's not correct because we broke 4151 and made it up to 4170 before forming this very clean demand zone here. You know what? I seem to have two price levels here. Let's get rid of one. Move the other one down. Edit it so it's a bit more prominent. And add our square. I know it's not probably exactly 10 cents, but I'll adjust it later. All right. We did form a very clean demand zone down here, and I did increase the size of this one. But anyways, this is 4105, so this will be a good spot to go long if we were to pull back here. If 4123 fails, I don't know about taking it short at the bell, unless, see, all right, I just had deja vu. I hate when I have deja vu because every time I have deja vu, something bad happens. But what could happen though is the bell could ring and we could rally up to the top of the bull flag, reject, and then come back down. That's a possibility. But if it rallies, it's 25 points, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm not taking it long because I don't see a clean demand zone forming pre-market that's been already tested. So yeah, I feel as though the more likely possibility is that it would fall because we've been trying to break this for a while and we just can't, so it might need to pull back a bit before. But always my first instinct usually fails, so look at this little inverse head and shoulder that I didn't even notice. I don't know. Honestly, yesterday I did some demo trading while I was eating dinner and made like 600 bucks. But I wasn't trading as if I was trading because this is the thing. I'm not going to demo trade as if I have an account of $77 because if I do, what's the point? I make one trade, I'm done. That's it. Demo trade's over. I demo trade as though I have a cash account, but I can only trade $1,000 at a time, less than $1,000. So in other words, if there's a contract I want to get in that's $76, let's say it's a short, I'll buy 10 at 76, and then I'll sell at like 96, make a couple $100. I also there's a one cool feature about on demand is you can press a button and it moves at 3 times the normal speed. So in other words, it just basically instead of twice, it's 3 times normal speed. So the seconds go by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, such and so on. That way I don't spend as much time sitting at the computer waiting to see what'll happen. And I also don't have to fast forward 5 minutes and then wait for the computer to update and it just messes up the system. I just let it just run a little bit faster. And yeah, I took a few, I think like 3 trades. No, that's not true. It was a very choppy day on that on demand, and I took I think about 6 trades. all at less than $1,000 each trade. Um, and overall made 600 bucks. I lost a couple of the trades. I lost a couple $100 in those trades, but yeah. But it turned into a chop, then turned into a trend, and turned into more chop. But I tried only using 50-minute supply demands, and it seemed to work. So, like here, 50-minute supply created, big drop, 15-minute demand created, pretty decent, somewhat decent, moderate. Um, well, relative for the day, a big drop and a big rise, so a dip for the day. I wonder what this looks like on a daily candle. Yeah, so a doji. Or no, maybe this is the daily. Oh no, or this is starting today. Okay, yeah. I gotta remember the water in my build is gonna get turned off between nine and 3 in the morning. So I gotta shower early tonight. That sucks, man. They're turning the water off. Actually, not just for my building, for much of the block, because they're doing something on the water line. So I gotta remind myself to shower early. Sorry. Okay, so what's the plan? If a clean 50-minute demand zone doesn't form at 4123 or around it, then we're gonna have to wait for 4105 to be tested, or maybe it flushes below and then comes back above, which may actually happen. Then we'll take it long, or if we rally to the bull flag, and then we form a clean supply and it goes down, then I'll take it. But unless a demand zone is formed, um, I'm not gonna take the trade. So technically speaking, if I look at this on a daily again, we've basically been sort of chopping sideways between this range right here since January 2nd. So almost 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days of I don't want to say sideways chop, because the last time we had a good momentum day, it looks like, was on the 6th, January 6th. We had a strong rally that day. I don't even know why I still have this trend line, man. Let me get rid of this. And I might get rid of this as well. Adam Mancini does have this on his chart still. I'm not sure why we still have this, but that's the January. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't take this long. These 2 days is clear momentum right here. These two and these two. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm done. If I take a trade, I'll start recording again. So I've been on the phone with a friend of mine since since before 9:30, so that's why I haven't even started a video. But as you can see, it's just basically, let me back it up to a 15. It's been just chop, just basically chop. We formed a nice little demand here. I mean, a nice little supply, but these long wicks, I actually thought about getting in down here because there was a pretty big sell here and another one here. I thought about getting in here, but 24 to make, I don't know. This seems like a pretty nasty chop day, but now that I've said that, watch out of nowhere. Hold on. Yeah, of course, now she stops. This obnoxious freaking neighbor, man. Noise canceling headphones, and I can still hear her pounding something on the floor. Um, so yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this day today. It's just chop fest and um I don't know. So this may be a day I just won't trade because I I seem to trade every day and end up losing money in these chops. So um I don't know. I'll update and see if anything cleaner forms because this nothing I'm seeing here is very clean. Although now that I look, I realize this is all lining up right here. You know what? Let me just move this. This was from yesterday, right? No, this is from another day from before. Okay, so then I'll move it. It looks like we're lining up kind of decent here on a 15 right here. So when did this one start? This one was at 10:15. 10:15. Yeah, I guess you could have gotten in at 30:40, but this isn't really much of a move right here. I mean, if you got in 10 contracts, let's say you got in here at 10:16 at 40 for 10 contracts and sell at 51, made $100. That's decent. That's what I do when I'm demo trading um, and chop like this. So if I was demo trading, this would be a nice 15-minute formed. I will go ahead and take it at 40 and sell at 52, 51 to pay the commission of the 10 contracts and make a flat $100. Good to go. But I don't have $400 in my account or $410 because that's how much I would need to pay for the commission. I don't have $410 in my account. So I would have taken that trade if I did. I know it's your entire account, but I'll be fairly confident in this 15-minute demand zone, being that it's formed from 1, 2, 3, 4, and now this fifth candle. I would have taken this long up to 51 if I can get in at 40. And better yet, if I can have gotten in a little bit earlier, but the candle didn't start forming until 15 or 10, 10:15. But yeah, I'll be very content being able to make $100 a day on average and just saving that and slowly increasing the account. But there's no follow through today, and this is pretty choppy, so I'll start another video if I see anything significant happening. All right. I just took a trade, probably not the best one. I was on the phone. My last video I made, we were here, and I should have taken the trade there when we pulled back. We made our way up to this level that I must have had before, and on a 15-minute, this made a clean supply zone and dropped. I should have taken the trade here for a short, but I didn't because I was afraid that we might bounce at ES's 4128, which is here. 4128, which was an important level. So we bounced there, and this is where I took the trade. I'm going to target here. So this would be equivalent on SPY to about here, just under this line. I won't get much. I'm thinking it's probably about 42. Yeah, it's about 42. I don't even know if it'll make it up there. I hope it does. That would be nice, but I have a feeling it won't. But If we do, I can scrape a little bit of money, make it another positive day, assuming this doesn't turn around and just drop on me, but which is possible. And on ES, it looks like when this formed, this was not that far below. Oh, no, it's here on SPY as well. We're just not quite making it to the that top of the bull flag. This was an earlier resistance, and now it's acting resistance again, big time. Oh man. Wow. Well, looks like I'm gonna be negative today. Of course. Let me see if I can just hold on and see if this one turns around before I jump out and lose money. But that was a pretty big sell. Maybe I can almost sort of break even. What a wild switch. Probably gonna try and exit at let's see if I can exit at 28. Oops, sorry. Yes. Okay. Fuck it. Oh man. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it absolutely amazing? In fact, I haven't seen a 5-minute candle move with this volatility until I decided to get in today. It's been pretty much slow grinding one way or the other. I get in freaking like a samurai chopping up and down. Well, that sucks. Um, Yesterday was positive. I was hoping to get 2 positives in a row. I mean, when it went to 33, I thought, you know what, I might even just exit at 35, 36, just to make a few bucks and just to say I made a positive trade. But the speed at which this thing just dropped, man, just wow. Absolute wow. And the other reason why I was doing this is because it looked like we're about to form a 15-minute, but this is why I'm breaking my own rule probably. I should probably only trade after the 15-minute forms. Like here, this is where I should have gotten short. And here, if this closes as a 15-minute long, I mean as a 15-minute demand, then yeah, then I can go long. So this is where I messed up. It made a 5-minute, but I've decided I'm not doing 5 minutes anymore because they seem to be unreliable. 15 minutes seem to be better. And here we have what? I mean, it's pretty sloppy. It's not like they're even one after the other. But damn it, I exited at 25, and now it's coming back up. I should have waited. I definitely should have waited. Let's see what it looks like on the 15. When's the next 15-minute candle about to form? Not until 5 minutes. I might try another long, one more, to see if at best I can make up for the losses for today. Let's put this back on the 5. I have the 15-minute on the other screen. I cannot believe it just went right back. I guess it only just had to go. I feel like it's a bull. It's kind of like moving back and forth, but as soon as I get on the back of the bull, it starts to buck and go crazy. Really, though, a cleaner play would have been if we came back down to here. I mean, I have an alert set, and that's why I should have waited for the alert instead of making that trade. And look at that. I could have broken even. I think I got in at 31, right? Yep. Still have a few minutes before this 50-minute candle closes, but yeah, I cannot believe how I get in and then boom, look at this. No other candle today looks this wild with a long upper wick and long lower wick. Only when I get in. I feel like I should just walk away now. Just whatever. So what if I'm negative today? It's not by much. Actually, no, it is. It is by much. I got in at 31. And it doesn't show what I sold it at because this thing's so incredibly stupid, man. Oh my god. It doesn't even show what I sold. And this was the demo from yesterday. Incredible, man. There it is. It only bucks and goes crazy when I get into the trade. Once I'm out of the trade, then it goes ahead and goes where I wanted it to go initially. I bet you this is going to make its way up to 42 now. Then it'll turn around. I almost feel like I'm competing against someone else that has good luck, and someone else goes, you know what? This is probably going to go up, but I'm going to go ahead and put my buy limit under this line. And it's going to come down and fill me so I can catch the very bottom at 20. And then I'll go ahead and sell at 35. And they probably bought 100 options. I wonder if somebody puts a buy limit at like 500 options. Does that make this more likely to go down to fill that? I don't know. That doesn't make sense because then you're assuming that the market moves based on people's bid. But I don't know. It's just I know I keep saying I have bad luck, but it is just amazing to me that I get into the trade here and it just starts going buck wild here. And then kicks me out of the trade and I don't feel like getting my phone, but it irritates me to no end that this ridiculously asinine app doesn't show what I sold it at. Doesn't show my sell. Here we go. This candle is gonna go to 42. I bet you. And yes, we did form a clean 15-minute demand here. Which tells me this is going to continue up higher. But now that I'm in the trade, it's going to drop. Come on, prove me right. There you go. Typical. Typical. Sometimes I think, you know what, I should anticipate that it's gonna drop and then pick a lower, pick like 30 or pick 28, 25. But whenever I do that, it just ends up leaving me anyways. But then when I pick a lower one and it starts to come down and I get filled, guess what? It comes down even more. And yeah, I got filled thinking that I caught the bottom, but I didn't. And it goes down even more. Oh, no, I just didn't. I just realized something too. This is VWAP. I didn't even notice the VWAP. I just wasn't even paying attention to it. And it's about equivalent on ES as well. Let's see if it looks. Yeah. Two minutes into this 5 minute candle and not looking good. And it just keeps getting lower and lower and lower. How much want to bet it's going to go right back down to below VWAP again? And when it does, I'm going to be $10 in the hole. Oh my God, I hate trading. Why do I keep bothering with this? Oh, and by the way, if the bulls can't get their act together and get this candle above this one, they would have succeeded in forming a nice supply right there. Candle's going to close any minute. I mean, any second. I mean, I wish I knew. I wish there's something that showed seconds on here, but this app doesn't do that. Oh my God, I'm about to exit and just walk away. I'm done. I also probably shouldn't be bothering trading during this lunch hour. I don't know if this is really a thing, but there's some people call it the lunch hour dip, where at 12 o'clock the buyers kind of walk away and it kind of sells off. And then around 1:30, 2 o'clock is when it picks up again. That would be a better time to trade. There's more volume. It's just going nowhere here. And this is it. I've already used up my account. I don't have any more money to trade. I was just hoping that this might creep up ever so slightly so I can go from 35 to maybe 44 or something. which wouldn't even make up for the losses. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was quite a bit I lost because I went from 31 to like 21 or something. I don't know what I sold it at, but this thing won't tell me. It doesn't make sense that it won't tell me, but it won't. I can't believe we're still only 2 minutes into this 5-minute candle. Well, I'm wondering if I should just exit at 36 just so I can at least break even. Would have been fantastic if I would have gotten it when it dipped back down here into 30 or 28 or whatever it was. Actually, in retrospect, it would have been great if I had added to my position when it dipped down to 20 so I could average down my position, and then I could exit both options here at, if it can make it up to 40, and I would have gotten maybe like 15 bucks. Actually, no, if I could have averaged down, if I had got a 20, it would have averaged down to about 25. If I exited here at 36, it would have been 20 bucks for the day. The theta is no joke. And we're back to negative again. This slow creeping movement is just not helping. Oh my god, here we go. Enough, I'm done. Alright, well, a crappy day as usual. What can I do? I should tell myself, you don't trade on days like this. This is just ridiculous. Look at this. This is all the movement we've had all day. From 409 to 412. But that's his widest move. But on average, it's barely moving, man. This is ridiculous. And of course, when I get into the trade is when it starts to really creep slowly. just amazes me. I get into the trade here, wild, huge wick movements. I'm out the trade. Suddenly, we rally. I get back in the trade. It's slow, creeping movements. And this green candle is almost completely engulfed by this red candle. And what did I exit at? Are you gonna show me now? Okay, at 27. So so I got in at 35, sold at 27. So almost a $20 loss today so far. Yeah, it is. Because I remember I was at 79 this morning, and now I'm at 59. So I've lost 20 bucks today in just those two trades. In just those two trades. Nearly a 30% of my account is gone. I don't know, what am I saying? Like 40%. I think it was at $77 actually. Yeah, it was 77. Now I'm at 59. So yeah, like 25% of my account gone in two trades. And I love how it does this all the time. When I'm in the trade, it drops, it drops, it drops, and then it quickly turns around. But then when it starts dropping, I'm thinking, okay, no, let me wait, let me be patient, let me wait, and hope that I don't keep losing more money. But every time I do that, then I end up losing, instead of say $10, 20, 30, $40, I end up losing a large chunk of my funds. And you hear all these veteran traders, you gotta maintain your capital, you gotta maintain your capital. You have to have a stop loss to maintain your capital. You can't just hope it'll turn your way. Okay? Okay. But then you have the same people. Oh, you gotta give it room to work. You can't just, put a tight stop loss. You gotta give it room to work. Oh my God. And nothing else I can think of. No other profession, except maybe psychology or something, when you're dealing with humans and their brains, which is as complex as ridiculous as it can be. If you're a race car driver, it's pretty simplistic in some ways. You know where the apex of the turn is. You know how much acceleration you have to give, depending on how much fuel you have, depending on the temperature, depending on the track. Is it slippery? Is it wet? Are your tires new? You can kind of figure out all of these nuances. That there's a significant amount of variables, but it makes there's some predictability. No, that doesn't exist here. That doesn't exist here. This is completely random as hell. Completely random as hell. In fact, now that I say that, I would much rather be a race car driver and spend my time doing that than this nonsense. Again, I keep asking myself, I should be devoting my time to something that can actually practically give me money and not this random nonsense. Look at this. Look at this. Big dip down, and now it's coming back up. This is the most random choppy it's been since this morning. Most of this morning, it relatively keeps in a direction. Here we go. Direction. Oh, resistance before, resistance again. Big drop. Okay, rally, rally, rally. Sudden drop, sudden drop. This is why I push someone out. But if this is where I made my first or my second video, I wanted to get in here. If you get in somewhere in here, be patient. Your stop loss wouldn't get kicked in here. Be patient. It wouldn't get kicked in. If you got in somewhere here, I doubt your stop loss would have been filled here. And then there we go. It slowly gets up, rallies. Oh, we just formed a 15-minute supply. Drop, drop, drop. Clean movements. Clean movements. All clean movements. Here, just chop. Look at these. These are 15-minute candles. Green, 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 green. Red, red, red. This, just a mess. And this 15-minute candle just formed. It just formed. Generally, the way my system that I'm trying to create works is when you can make a clean 15-minute demand, it usually has a pretty good follow through. but this is not happening. The worst was probably this one here. No follow through. No follow through whatsoever. Every time you get into a trade, it immediately turns against you. And if it does go in your favor, it does so by barely any, maybe $1 or $2, or by a small percentage. Anyways, done. Oh, and by the way, I've already closed out my Thinkorswim app, but I just checked that option I got into is now at $45. Oh my god, dude. I can't. I can't. Look at this. I waited until a clear 15-minute demand formed. Actually, no, I got in a little bit early before it formed. Chop City. Chop City, and well, this is SPY, so let's look here. Because it's a little bit different, even though they're both 15 minutes, a little bit different appearance for some reason. But I get in here, faked out. Big drop here. I don't know, I guess what I need to do is when I see a 15-minute candle form and it's clear, it's a clear supply or demand, wherever I am, I just have to somehow pick a bottom. Pick a bottom. If it's at 35, I need to pick 25 or 20. Just, pick something much lower and hope it comes back and picks me up. Because if it doesn't, if I just jump in, it's gonna fake me out and I'm gonna end up selling because I'm gonna think, okay, I'm down, 20-30% of my investment. This is dangerous. I'm gonna lose what little bit of capital I have. But it turns out 15-minute demand formed, it went up. And had I gotten in when it pulled back really far at 20, and I think, let me see where we're at right now on that option because I'm not pulling up Thinkorswim again. I'm so fed up with that app. If I can trade only through TradingView, I would. But that means I need to find a different broker. Let's show the details. I don't know. I don't think this got very, very high. I think 42 was the highest it's gotten so far. Well, no, it looks like it just barely peaked at 44. It just barely peaked at 44. But 20 was the lowest that it went for the day, and that was exactly at 12. This is a 1-minute candle, but on the phone I have to zoom in. 12:37. 12:37. When did I get in? It was here. It was either here or here, but 12:37. So within this 50-minute candle is when it dipped to 20, which of course makes no sense. You know what? Let me switch this to a 1-minute or 5-minute. I need help here. I'm confused. 12:37. Okay, so yeah, this is where it dipped down. I don't know why the 50-minute candle. I don't understand. 12:37. This candle. Okay, so it's got to be here. Yes. So this is where it dipped to 20. So then for me, how low did it get? I think it was 24, 25. But it was here that I got in. Here it dipped down and I sold. Or was it here? I think it was here. I think I got in here. It almost faked me out here. I was hoping it would get back up. It dropped me here. I got back in here and then definitely left on this one. But I think what I need to do is just when I see a 15-minute candle form, I need to put my buy-in somewhere just above it. So if it pulls back and I get filled, and then I can go from there. This candle formed at 1 o'clock. So let's go to 5 minute again. So yeah, like at 105, this thing dipped down here, almost testing this demand zone that formed. Do I have it right on there? No, I don't. I should bring this down a little bit, but I'm not going to. This is 410, so it didn't really go down all the way. So that's the trick. I just have to figure out where to get in at the bottom, or I just need to just let it play itself out and risk losing whatever I put in, at least 50% of what I put in. But yeah, we are now hitting. It's just as annoying on the mobile app as it is on the desktop. Yeah, we're still hovering around 40 something, but listen, if I could have gotten a couple options here at 30 or low 20s, let's say 25, and sold a couple at 45, that's 40 bucks profit. I mean, that's almost doubling my crap little account. Another quick update. I need to get ready and get out of here in a little bit. I want to take my dumbbells out to the park while it's still nice and sunny and seems like it's pretty decent weather, and do a quick workout, even though I have a pounding headache as I seem to always do. And tomorrow, thank goodness, one of my clients wants to train, so that's good news. But anyways, 451, 453 was the target for Adam Mancini. He just tweeted, slow, choppy day, but we finally got a trend. Of course we do. After I get into the trade and lose money, not once, but twice. Remember, I got in somewhere in this candle, sold again in this candle, got in somewhere in this candle, really fell down and sold as it bounced here. And I need to remember to put my iPad on so I can have this on my iPad because I didn't see this. In fact, I don't think I've looked really at TradingView all day. And you can see here in SPY, we formed this initial kind of sloppy 50-minute multiple demand zones, whatever here. I wouldn't say multiple demand zones, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles all lined up almost. That's a pretty strong demand zone. This is where I should have gotten in this morning, and I could have sold and maybe made 30, 40 bucks when we got up to here. I think it's got up to about 75 here. I could have got back in again here, one more option. And by the way, I don't know. It shows that we didn't quite make it to the bull flag on ES, but it does show that we did get to it on SPY. So maybe I need to adjust mine on SPY. I do remember changing it more than a few times. Let's go to a 4 hour, and I don't know. It looks like it's where it needs to be, but I don't know. You know what? Whatever. It doesn't really matter. The point is, had I stuck into my initial 2 trades, and remember I was trying not to be greedy. I was looking to sell at 42. I just checked. We peaked that option I used because it was a 413 strike that I picked. I was estimating we might make it to the top of the bull flag if we were to rally, and it peaked at $95. So in other words, if I had a decent sized account and I got in at $300 and I was patient and waited, even though at one point I'll be down $100, and just let it go to Adam Mancini's target, which was 4153, I think, or 4151. Or even if I sold right here, I would have made about 600 bucks, or a little bit less. Wow, dude. Just wow. But it seems like my system of trading on 15 minutes, looking for clean 15-minute zones, seems to be working. This looked like it might be a clean 15-minute demand zone, supply zone forming here on ES. It's not the same on SPY, of course. But yeah, for SPY, we could be retesting the bull flag and then power back out. Or we could be, or maybe the bull flag is really up here, and I don't know. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see if I can adjust this accordingly. Let's do it with a 1 hour. No matter how I change the angle, it looks like we should be. Looks like it's where it should be, but I don't know. The bottom one, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna adjust the bottom one. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit further out because this flag has been flagging for a while. And we'll get rid of this. We'll go from scratch. Let's I really hate this color. I just don't like. That seems to stand out a bit more. Make it into a 3. Clone. Let's see if we can fit this. Ugh. Nope. This doesn't look right at all. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't look right at all. Okay. That, I guess we'll just use it there. That's it. We'll just keep it there. I don't even care about the bottom right now. I should, because watch my luck. Something's gonna happen. This is gonna drop and it's gonna retest. So let's try. Let's try bringing this down. Clone, clone. And watch, it's not gonna fit anyway. Yeah. Whatever, man. Anyways, point is, if I had stayed into my call with both my options, I would have doubled my account today. So, what are you gonna do? I just got back from my workout, and this is just a special slap in the face. Initially, it looked like we weren't gonna be able to break past the bull flag. Fell down, made a clean 15-minute demand zone that was apparently previously resistance. So previous resistance became support, and I was around 443, 441, which was the first target once 4128 was reclaimed. And then this thing just rallied on. It got up to where I guess I had previous resistance here, 4161. So just blew right. I wouldn't say blew right past, but definitely went past the bull flag. So, and I just checked the option here. It looked like it peaked at 130. Looks like 135 or 132. So I lost money on an option today that when I got in, I think the first one I got in was at 35 or something like that, or 30 whatever, 34. It went down as low as 20, it looks like, and then didn't go lower than that the whole day. So, and then it went as high as 135. So here's a day where I could have made $100, or if I had enough money in my account, $1,000, had I stuck with my strategy. Man, I don't know. I guess what I logically should have done, since this is where I went long, I should have put my stop loss below here. And if that means I lose 20 out of the $30 I put in, then so be it. I don't know. But you can see there's a pattern here where I take calls, I take a trade and then leave early that would have went in my direction. And I would say, if 9 out of my 10 trades are losses, maybe about 4 or 5 out of those 10 trades would have been potential gains had I not left so early. So yeah, this video is going to be uploaded later, obviously, because I'm only just now getting home. But there we go. That's my day. Another loss, another potential win that I didn't get.